Romans, countrymen, lend me your ear.
Do you long for a good spiritual read? Or for literature that not only feeds the mind, but nourishes the soul as well? Do you want to be inspired, feel positive and hopeful about life? Then read The Wind Hover, the official magazine of the Jesuits in the Philippines. Written by Jesuits and their lay partners, The Wind Hover features real stories about the Jesuits and their various ministries. Be inspired. Be blessed. Subscribe to The Wind Hover. For inquiries, call the Philippine Jesuit Aid Association at telephone numbers 426-6001, locals 4890 or 4892. Once again, Philippine Jesuit Aid Association, telephone numbers 426-6001, locals 4890 or 4892.
Kaibigan, alam mo na ba kung anong dapat gawin upang iwasan at sugpuin ang COVID-19? Iwasang hawakan ang bibig, mata at ilong. Laging maghugas ng kamay gamit ang sabon at tubig sa loob ng 20 segundo. Linisin ang mga bagay na palaging hinahawakan. Kumain ng balanse at masusustansyang pagkain. Matulog ng sapat, huwag magpupuyat. Stay home. Sa wastong pag-iingat, ang virus hindi kakalat. COVID-19, kayang-kaya nating tapusin.
We are now on YouTube. Watch all of our live episodes plus exclusive content in our channel at radyo-katipunan FM. Don't forget to click subscribe and hit the bell to get the latest updates. Radyo-Katipunan. News, insights, inspiration. Radyo-Katipunan. Down from the hill and down to the world. Radyo-Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle.
Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpang at tama. Buhay atin mista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng eskwela. Tulong at tulong, ipagka Blue Eagle, galing hiding at tigil, blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, Katipunan, Radyo, Katipunan, Katipunan.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
If it's entertainment you crave,
catch us on
New Wave, surfing through the latest on our shores.
every Wednesday from 5 to 6 p.m.
See you there! Hello everyone! Good afternoon! It's your midweek gang who's always ready to hang, coming at you live through Radio Katipunan 87.9 FM via Zoom. I'm Max.
And I'm Austin, and this is New Wave. So guys, thank you again for joining us on another episode of New Wave. And I think aside from today's episode, it's another special day because it is Mama Mary's birthday. Isn't that right, Max?
Yes, it is. So, happy feast day, everyone. Don't forget to see what Radio Katipunan has in store today and go to Mass, of course.
Yeah, of course. But I know that aside from Mama Mary's birthday, this is also a very special day and a very special episode. Am I right?
Of course, it is. So, in the spirit of giving, we will be giving away tickets to Side A's concert this Saturday.
Woo! And how do we do that, by the way?
Okay, so this is going to be really fun and really simple. So, follow at newwave.rk in my background, and at Radio Katipunan on Instagram. We will be checking. And then on our Facebook live stream happening right now, comment the hashtag Side A Redux. The winners will be randomly drawn before the end of the segment. So guys, you have until 5:45 to comment. You can comment as many times as you want, and then it'll be drawn, and we will be announcing the winners right before the end of the segment.
Ooh, guys, be sure to check that out. That actually seems really fun. But of course, this contest or this giveaway will not be complete without the bands themselves. So, Maxine, why don't you take it away?
Of course. Also, the mechanics will be posted on the comment section of the Facebook Live, so you guys can check that out. Okay, so without further ado, joining us today are the founding members of the award-winning band Side A to talk about Side A Redux, their new show, Kalesa, Second Act, and many more. So please join me in welcoming Mr. Naldi Gonzalez, Mr. Pido Lalimarmo, Mr. Rodel Gonzalez, Mr. Mar Dizon, Miss Kelly Badon, and for the second time on New Wave, our first returning guests, Mr. Joey Benin and Clara Benin. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Tito Joey, I like your Zoom name.
Yeah.
Clara's dad, smiley face.
Hello, radyo-katipunan.
Hi. So thank you.
I'm Maxine and Austin.
Hi. So thank you for joining us. We know that we have someone in the States, someone in Iloilo. So thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. So how are you? So how are all of you? How have you been? Apart from the show, we'll get to that later.
Busy.
We're okay. Excited for
We're all excited.
Saturday.
Of course. So before we get to that, let's take this all the way back to the 80s for our viewers. So for the sake of the viewers, how was the band formed? Let's reminisce for a bit. Anyone can answer.
Kakayaan.
Feeling matanda na no? Feeling matanda. Yung pala sabi mo, Maxine, how are you? Sabi ko, I feel old because, my dad is your peer, di ba? Oh, my peer pala. So, parang, talagang na, coming to fruition na talagang may edad na kami dahil mga anak-anak na namin ang nakikita. But anyway, I mean, to answer your question, the band was formed 1984. Hindi ka pa tao na ata noon, no? So,
di pa.
The exposure.
And grade school pa yata.
Tatay niya, grade school.
Exposure is happening.
So that was 1984 when Mar, Naldi, my brother, and I went back from Singapore. Nabuog yung banda namin sa Singapore, and we started forming Side A. So kami tatlo yung founding members, and we got a few members first initially, but that didn't last. Siguro mga 6 months, I would say. And then nabuog din uli, and then that's the time that si Mar ang kumuha kay Joey Benin sa UP. Parang meant to be dahil iba hinahanap ng mga bahista. Pero na-meet niya si Joey, and then Joey became our bass player. Now si Kelly naman, I think just came back from Japan that time. Galing din siyang biyahe kasi nung araw kasi, Maxine, mga musikero biyahe ng biyahe yan kung may pagkakataon ba biyahe yan dahil siyempre for greener pastures. So but Kelly used to be also a guitar player kami ni Naldi way back when pa during late 70s na mga folk yan, mga blues rock band yan. So anyway, so Kelly, Joey, kami 5, Naldi, Mar, ako ang nabuo. Till we got to Hyatt, and then si Pidu naman I think stayed in Singapore that time, and when he came back, we asked him to join us again, and medyo inano namin yung kamay niya para pinilit namin na mag-join siya sa amin. Uli. And
Hindi,
nabuo kami anim.
Talad ka rin ako, no ka ba?
Yeah. I really like the story of how you guys did get together, and I was wondering, there was a lot of things that was going on. Was it very hard, or did it all kind of fall into place?
It's
That's a
pretty
good
much
question.
the latter. Ika nga ni Mar, it's meant to be. It's really easy. It's really easy because of the of technology. Yan. So all it took was one post ni Rodel sa Facebook. Ayun. And then everything followed.
Okay.
Kung hindi nangyari yun, wala pa rin Facebook si Pido hanggang ngayon.
Oo.
Naging techie kami lahat eh.
Alam ng dad mo yan, Maxine. Hindi ako
Walang picture eh. Walang profile picture.
I have a page, pero hindi ako yung admin.
Is Sir Pido the most technologically, he doesn't do Facebook, he doesn't do Twitter?
No, I don't.
Aldi also.
Ngayon meron na.
Actually kami lahat. Ako Facebook lang, wala akong Twitter.
Facebook pero hindi active.
Clubhouse. Ngayon lang kami natututo. Ngayon lang.
Twitter, Nax. Meron na mga Twitter account ngayon lahat kami. Instagram.
Tito Naldi, I think you're on mute. I see you talking, but I can't hear you or see the yellow rectangle. But you know what? Facebook, Twitter, we're glad you're all on Zoom. Yes, there we go. Okay.
Hello, yes.
Mute again. Okay, there. Perfect. You were saying something, Tito?
Yeah, ako din actually I agree na hindi rin ako into social media. Up to now hindi ako marunong mag-post. Marunong pero I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing. So nagtatanong kayo, tama ba to? Tama ba to para?
How about you naman, Sir Joey? Your daughter is very into social media, so you must have more of a social media presence.
No, I would sometimes call them, yung mga anak ko, and then I'll ask kung paano ba mag-post ng picture? Kahit ganun lang, hindi ko alam eh.
Okay, well, let's bring it back to the band for a bit from social media. I'm very curious, how did you name Side A? Whose idea was it?
Yan, the brothers.
History lesson. Okay.
Kami ng kuya, bale. We were, kami nun eh, very simple kaming mag-isip. So nung naghahanap kami ng pangalan for a band, basically we look do sa yung mga plaka and cassette title of songs, whatever word we can see doon sa mga title ng kanta. So we were looking at records back then, vinyl. And syempre, di ba sa vinyl, you could see meron dong side A and side B to play it. Pabaliktarin mo siya to play the songs again. So we were looking at side A and then we're looking at side B. Tapos pag wala kami magustuhan, we're gonna look on another record, another artist. Side A, side B. So until we came up with the word side A. So natignan mo na ba sa side A? Natignan mo na ba sa side B? So sabi ni Kuya, why not use side A na lang kaya? Parang, since all the hits are on side A, so parang medyo and then relative to music then, back because of the vinyl and the cassette format, yun. Noong time na yun.
I've seen that. I remember like I had this bag before which looked like a cassette player, and then like it had a cassette in it that said side A, and I always thought that it was side A the band. like literally I always thought it was side A the band, and then my mom was like, oh, she explained that whole side A, side B thing to me. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I think I was like 6 or 7 then. So,
I was about to mention that eh. Kasi di ba dahil siguro sa generation ninyo, parang wala CD, CD1, CD2, di ba parang walang side.
One side.
So, maybe that's it.
Oh, a little bit.
Exactly.
So, yung trivia namin noon, when we release a cassette, nilagay din namin doon side A, and then when you look at the other side A2.
O side A pa rin.
Or side A pa rin.
Yan.
So, pero kaming cassette ata na ganun.
Yeah. We literally did one side B. Gusto namin
Of course,
side
you want to read the first.
In short,
Alright.
one-sided.
Okay, but speaking of hits, so a lot of your songs until now are played, and it takes a great song to have this timelessness and longevity, especially in the industry. So personally, like on a personal level, I think I'd like to hear all of you answer this. How would you describe the growth of your songs? Like in a sense that has the meaning changed as time changed, or did any other song in particular take a journey that you weren't expecting?
Ano sabihin nun? Well, kasi kami ni Mar left after 2-3 years. So, kailan ba? 89 ano? So I guess si Naldi and si Joey could answer that about but yun nga. tuloy mo na compare.
Sige. Hindi ako, I've been writing songs naman na laging personal. So nung nanligaw ako sa mom ni Clara, personal, nanligaw ko siya ng song. It was I Believe in Dreams. And then I gave the song Eva Marie to her. Hindi pa kami kasal. And then after less than 10 years after we got married, I gave her Forevermore. It was always written for parang lagi ako may song for Bing. Yan. And then 3 years ago we celebrated our 30th anniversary. Ayan. I have another song for her. It's called Tatlong Dekada. And so parang 30 years of so it's all in a song form lahat nung so I could say na nag-grow siya. Nag-grow yung story. Nag-grow yung story. Musically, I'm not sure, pero I think nag-grow din para sa tingin ko.
Tama ba naman if I could segue what Pido said, no? Kasi nga when Pido and Mar left 89, ako naman I left late 1990, no? Umpisa ng 1991, I think. And I think I'll speak lang in general for I think every artist in the field, maski ngayon nasa larangan na ako ng art, I think a longevity factor talaga of anything, if you have something to offer them na tanggap ng tao, and I think with particularly side A, because they write their own songs, and speak their heart, and music is a form of communication, obviously, just like art. Basta naintindihan ng tao yun, nakuha ng tao yun. So it can surpass any generation, di ba? Even your generation now can still understand the songs, that was written when di pa kayo pinapanganak. So, and I've seen that on artists too here in the US, no? Yung mga talaga ang tatagal na artists katulad nila James Taylor, di ba? Dahil complete sentence sila eh. I mean, writer na, singer pa, performer pa. Maraming ganun mga artists na kumbaga sarili nila, wala silang masyadong inaasahan na susulat sa kanila, ganun, o bibigyan sila ng kanta. Kaya sinasabi nga, maski magaling ka singer, pero ang lifespan ng mo, kung hindi ka sumusulat, you're under the mercy of these songwriters na bibigyan ka ng mga hit songs, diba? For you to survive. So, yun lang. Siguro kaya kaya tumagal ang side day dahil sumusulat sila ng sarili nilang kanta.
Mas complete sentence ka, Deng. Artist ka pa eh.
Oo.
Sila James Taylor, hindi.
Hindi naman nagpipinta yun.
Ganun ba? Salamat.
Yeah. But I really like what you guys... Yes,
You were
what?
saying, Tito Mar, you were saying... You were saying something?
Na Disney pa, hindi lang basta artist ng Disney, ng Star Wars, ng
Marvel.
Marvelous.
More than...
Yes, his
More than
paintings, as
triple
I
threat
said,
talaga.
his paintings, as I said, are hanging in my parents' room.
Oh,
Yes.
your dad is a Star Wars super fan.
Of course.
Ni Gino.
But yeah, but also going back to what you guys also said about songwriting and music, I really like what Shiradel said about being able to write music and how it's able to really stay longer, and you're able to really reach out to fans who are able to really love your music even days or maybe even years after we're born. And I was also wondering, like, what song that each of you wrote speaks directly to you or that you guys connect with the most, given that you guys wrote a lot of your own songs? Yes.
You mean the song that we wrote for the band for side A?
If there was any song that you guys connected to, like it really meant something to you, was compared to the other songs? Yes.
Ano naman
Yeah,
kasi
but
every song that we write is connected to us.
Yeah.
So, yun.
Pareho lang yun.
Yes, we treat our songs like our kids. Everything is special. Walang ano.
Yes,
Walang
true.
Walang.
Pero,
ako yung mga gawa ko instrumental, so kahit wala siyang lyrics, yung connection sa akin ganun din, pero merong iba na may lyrics, pero pareho lang sila ng alam mo yun, ng halaga.
But is there maybe one song that you guys made that a lot of the public likes, that maybe it speaks to you in a different way, or that maybe it gives you a deeper sense of connection that maybe the audience doesn't know as that you know as the songwriter? Yeah.
Oh, sige. Ako, I could share one. The very first song I wrote, actually. Yun yung first time kong sumulat ng kanta. I never really knew that I could write a song back then. Pero I went through a breakup that time. And then what happened was, after that phone conversation, the breakup, I went straight to the piano. I played. And then the lyrics came out also. So nabuo ko yung kanta within 1-2 hours, parang ganun. And then after that, parang wow, nabuo ko to, parang ganun. And then I went out, silip ako sa labas, and then there was a smile on my face. So after that tragic heartache, nung nalipat ko na siya sa kanta, nawala na kaagad yung pain.
Kirot.
Somehow nailabas ko kaagad.
Burado na agad yung babae.
So, parang gano'n, no? So, parang move on kaagad, parang, wow, gano'n pa din. Pero, we were together for years, actually. So yun, that's one song na, very first song I wrote. So, that meant a lot to me. Pwede palang mangyari talaga. Emotions
I think I can relate to my brother Naldi kasi nga, di ba, maski rin sa painting yung sa akin pinaka-special yung parang unang salvo mo, like I just finished my first marble painting, so that will remain probably one of my favorite paintings because una siya, di ba? Parang it opened, parang sa amin yung kanta ng Eva Marie, yun talaga yung nag-pave the way para magkaroon kami ng album. And I think yun nga, yung parang unadulterated siya, yung sinulat mo or sinulat ni Joey, yung in this case yung Eva Marie, very personal, very honest. Hindi inisip ni Joey na tatanggapin ba ito ng tao o patututugin ba ito sa radyo, yung gano'n, di ba? Kaya I think that spoke a lot, when you try to bring out something na talagang honest and true and kumbaga hindi mo inisip na parang lang self-gratification mo, parang yung kinakwento ni Naldi, di ba? Sinulat lang niya, pero hindi niya inisip na, ano ba ito? Tatanggapin ba ito ng tao? Hindi. I mean, yun yung tingin ko yung maganda eh. Kadalasan nga kasi yung mga ibang artist, di ba? Kapag nagkaroon na ng hit song, ang dilemma nila yung second song parang ano kaya kasi sumigat na yung first song nila di ba? So
follow up
affected sila ng merkado, ng market on how to write the second one na di ba? Yun ang doon yung nakakatakot doon minsan pag nilamon ka na ng market, di ba?
Yes. Clara, what are your thoughts?
Yes, ano yung thoughts on?
Well, could you relate to that also? Like after writing your first song, like what's the feeling like and all of that?
Yeah, definitely. I super understand what Tito Rodel was saying na how your first song is usually, it's the most, kumbaga, it's like sacred and untainted by the world. And yeah, I super agree. Like for me, I have a song called Closure, and it's the first song that I wrote and released publicly. And it was a song that I wrote just for fun. Like I didn't really expect like other people to really listen to it. Like it's a song that me and my friends were just writing at one of our sleepovers, and then I posted it. Tapos that's how it all started, and yun, yeah.
Amazing. But I just want to ask, what do you mean by untainted by the world? It's my first time hearing someone describing like that your first song is still untainted by the world. So what does that mean?
Sarap gamitin sa kanta nun.
Yeah, exactly. Like wow, like that really stood out.
No, I mean like it's still kasi no one else has heard it.
Yes.
Does that make sense? So it's like it's just yours. Like your music is still yours. And then because it's different when you have other songs out there. Syempre iba na yung influence sa'yo ng like yung creative process mo might be different na.
That's right. Okay. So who is talking? Sorry, my screen is also lagging a bit. Okay.
Yeah, there's a big difference between writing the song for the sake of just writing it, and rather than writing a song dahil gusto may agenda ka na kailangan maging sikat to or yung ganun. So yun lang. For the most part, ang gusto ko is yung nasusulat ko na yung biglaan galing sa wala, it's out of your raw emotion. So yun lang po.
Ako may ganun akong experience naman na nung magkasama kami ni Pido sa Art Start. So kailangan namin ng song. So first time kong gumawa ng pop na kanta dahil yung mga sinusulat kong kanta puro komplikado eh. Parang ako lang yata nakakaintindi. So,
Atas kasi ng musicality.
so yung ginawa ko sa Art Start, first time na pop. So alam mo yun, sinimplihan ko talaga. Tapos in short, na-reject. Rejected siya dun sa Art Start. Pero nung nag-Parliament Syndicate ako, ni-record namin, yun naman yung nakakagulat dahil nanalo siya ng Katha Awards. Alam mo, dahil yung Katha yung parang pinakamataas na award-giving body dito. Hindi. Alam mo yun. So yun, nagtaka ako dahil, wow, nagustuhan nila yun. So yun lang. Parang...
mismo. Ano rin, minsan kasi, yung times namin dati, merong kailangan approval ng record company, producers, mga ganun. Unlike yung generation nyo ngayon. Ang sarap kasi ang creative freedom nyo todo. 'Di ba? Kaya
wala nagdidikta.
Sobrang daming magaling na lumalabas niya. For example, si Clara na lang Fan kami ni Clara ngayon.
Saka ngayon walang lahat ngayon may pag-asang basta may talent ka, pwede ka talagang dahil sa social media, sa YouTube, di ba? Parang sila, Arnel Pineda, di ba? Mga ganong klase.
Oh, parang nawala na yung unnecessary filter.
Ano lang na, halos ano namin si Arnel, di ba? Kasama natin sa Battle of the Bands.
Oo.
Di ba? Ano sila, amo yata sila nun. So, di ba, naging journey siya. So, di ba, parang ang layo din nung...
Grabe, Cinderella story, no?
Ewan ko Maxine, Austin, kung have you heard the term in tugtog pera, di ba? Merong ganun eh.
Yes.
And I think that's very present, di ba, sa mga musikero. Kami din dati, may time na nagtugtog pera kami dahil syempre you just want a gig, tapos gusto mong mapakinggan. So you go with the flow of kung ano yung uso, di ba? Which is, I think, the safest route. Dahil nga nakikiuso ka di ba? Nakikiuso ka sa nangyayari. I can also relate that in art, no? Na parang sometimes hindi mo feel, dahil kinumisyon lang sa'yo, pinagawa sa'yo, hindi mo siya maramdaman dahil parang ang sinasatisfy mo yung nag-commission sa'yo ng painting, hindi ikaw, hindi yung sarili mong and I think sa music, marami din ganun na you're playing it because you're trying to please someone. Although, again, I mean, music and art is really a form of communication. You really got to communicate and kailangan matanggap nung kabila, yung nakikinig. Pero iba yung iba yung galing talaga sa puso mo na hindi mo iniisip talaga yung isasabihin ng tao, di ba?
Oh, iba yung passion sa funk. Oh,
Ang dami ng funk ngayon eh. Funk kalakal, diba? Funk kabuhayan,
funk kalakal.
So yun yung sinasabi ni Rodel na tugtog pera. Parang lahat kami sumubok ng ganun. Pero ako naman, doon ko nalaman na hindi ako dyan. Hindi ako para dyan. Hindi ko, kunyari, yung nag-Singapore kami, OFW kami noon eh. Parang considered kaming hindi ako pwede maging OFW dahil hindi ako pwedeng diktahan ng kailangan ko gawin sa pagtugtog. Pero malaki yung kinikita mo, kaya lang, parang kang pokpok. Pinoprostitute ko yung talent ko, yung pakiramdam ko. Kaya,
my goodness.
Di ba? Sorry for the word, pero, for the term, pero...
It suits.
So yun talaga, dahil, diba, kasi ang feeling ko pag ganun, yung isang song, parang isang oras, yung isang set, parang isang araw, alam mo yun, tagal matapos dahil wala ka doon. Gusto mo matapos ng agad.
That's the right word eh. Diba? Yung parang
ang hirap, trabaho yung ginagawa mo, hindi ka tumutugtog, hindi ka nag-enjoy, hindi ka nagpe-play, ganun. Nag-work ka. Ibang-iba yun, magkaiba yun. Kaya...
Yes.
Okay.
I really like what...
Yeah. In fairness sa side A sa Kalesa, when we started playing, when we formed side A, nobody dictated us what to play. We actually did what we want. We had the freedom back then to choose the songs we want to play kahit na cover siya. So some of the songs talagang hindi talaga kilala, hindi . So we really want to enjoy the journey, experience the music that we play. Na, ang ganda nito piyesa na to . Paano ba tugtugin to? So we try to learn it.
Maski hindi sikat, di ba?
How the musicians played it.
Of course.
So, doon nag-umpisa ang side A. Wala nagdikta sa amin na ito.
Ayaw nga namin na sikat eh.
Really?
Ayaw namin na sikat. Gusto namin kami magpapasikat.
Pero it really paid off for me. So, I think that formula will not change it in any artist per se.
Tama.
From my experience, from starting from that point up to yung journey ko sa side A up to now, ang hirap talagang balansin na ngayon nung yung hinihingi ng market, eto dapat, blah blah blah. Eto yung maging for me up to now, there's no such thing as a perfect song or a hit song. If it's going to be a hit song,
ano yung term natin kapag nag-number one na yung, kasi nauna na kami nag-cover, no? Yung mga kanta na hindi pa sikat, pero kinover namin dahil sumikat. Sabi namin, awat na yun. Sumikat na eh. Parang...
Overplayed na.
Ano yung term natin?
Gasgas.
Gasgas na.
Gasgas na. Gasgas na.
Alam mo, naalala ko kasi sila Clara. Clara, when you were growing up, kayo nila Sarah, pag merong, kasi hindi ko kilala yung mga songs na pinapakinggan nila eh. Tapos, biglang mawawala na lang sila Sino yung artist na pinapakinggan mo? Ayoko na sila eh. Kasi sumikat na sila. Parang gusto ko na sabihin, Clara, alam mo, kami ganun din dati.
You're on the right track.
We try to pick songs na hindi ganun kagasgas, hindi tinutugtog ng or hindi kilala. Tapos, parang
I don't know,
hoping na kami yung mag-introduce sa tao ng ganun. So pareho lang.
Pag naging commercial na, ayaw na nila. Yeah, that's true.
To our audience.
Yun yata talaga yung yun yung kalakaran. I mean, yun yung kalakal. That's the whole business of it all siguro. Kaya
nga pop di ba?
Oo.
Yes.
Actually, naramdaman namin yun sa Singapore, di ba? Parang ang layo nung mga kanta natin compared sa mga tinutug sa Singapore. Kaya parang, wow, teka muna, hindi tayo na-appreciate dito.
Yun, ang sama ng pakiramdam, di ba? Parang,
yes.
Kailangan
pero
meron din part sa amin na, okay lang, basta tugtog lang. Ito yung gusto natin eh. Parang gano'n eh. Diba?
In fairness, since nagstay nga ako doon, naiwan ako doon, malaki impact yung ginawa natin. Impact.
When you said naiwan, it was like,
I stayed behind.
Okay.
Hindi, umuwi muna and then I went back. Tapos nagpaiwan ulit ako and yun, after nun, yun nga, side day na pag-uwi ko. But yun, may maganda naman yung iniwanan na yung impact. na nagawa namin nun. So, parang binasag namin yung norm na puro show band stuff, yung ganyan. Pwede pala. So medyo maraming nabuhayan pagkatapos namin doon.
Never knew that.
Alam mo siguro napakahirap sumikat nang hindi mo gusto bakit ka sumikat. Parang gano'n.
Oh yeah, sometimes it's the one that you're like,
hindi ito yung gusto kong image.
Exactly.
Pero bakit?
Exactly. It's the one that works.
Diba?
Wala ka na choice, sumikat na.
Yeah, it's like, this is the song I poured my heart and soul into, and this is the song I wrote in the shower. And then the song that you wrote in the shower is the one that does the numbers. It's like, okay. So to those watching, we apologize for the lag on our Zoom. There are a bit of delays and problems with hearing each other, except for Tito Joey, who now is the winner of Wi-Fi.
Oo nga.
Redemption for last time.
Character development. But don't worry, the comments are still being counted. So thank you for your patience.
Yeah. But to get back to what you were talking about a while ago, I really like the conversation you guys have about having to play gigs because, of course, like artists have to make money and, of course, expressing yourself. And I love how Sir Naldi said that there was never a perfect song. So as a band, how do you guys navigate when you guys are maybe pandering more to the market or expressing yourself? Like, how do you guys know you're on the right track?
Basically, we decide on what we want first. And then probably look at the outside later on. So it's never really about what the people want nung magkakasama kami. It was first what we want to do. Sorry, medyo selfish kami. No, but we worked for the good, kaya okay.
But it's good that you guys got.
I mean, same thing with what Pido said, no. Para kasing again, I always kind of relate it to art. Halimbawa, di ba? Minsan kasi may isang artist talaga na parang napakaaga mo lumabas sa mundo at hindi ka tinanggap. Parang gano'n, di ba? Like, let's say, for instance, like si Vincent Van Gogh, di ba? In his lifetime, hindi siya nakabenta ng painting. Kumaga, in probably in his thinking na, wow, hindi ako tinanggap ng madla, di ba? Pero, still he did what he did, di ba? To the point na akala ka ng tao na siraan siya ng ulo. And I think in a poor comparison to Vincent Van Gogh, meron kami dating revive na kanta sa side A na yung kanta ng Labuyo, Tuloy Pa Rin Ako, di ba? Pero that was released the time when we borrowed that song. I think it was released 10 years ago. Kumbaga ang aga niyang nilabas. At noong time na yun, hindi tinanggap ng Filipino market, yung Tuloy. Actually, B-side yun eh. Ang inaano nilang kanta nun, yung Batugan. Yung parang carrier single nila. Pero nung hiniram namin yung Tuloy Pa Rin at tinutug ng side A, akala ng tao sa amin yun. Pero parang sabi ko, wow, eto siguro yung time na dapat talagang lumabas yung kanta. Parang napakaagang nirelease yung Tuloy Pa Rin Ako. So may mga ganong time. It doesn't mean it's a bad song or parang hindi ka lang tumama sa mainstream. Parang gano'n.
Timing din minsan siguro.
Timing.
Madalas ahead sa panahon.
Meron kaming kinover na song, yung The Hurt by Kalapana. It became also a hit sa side.
Yeah.
Actually, madaming kanta na foreign na dapat magpasalamat yung mga foreign artists dahil tayo nagpasika. Diba? Dahil dati hindi pinapansin yung mga kanta nila dahil, alam mo yun, tinutugtog namin gabi-gabi. Hindi naman sa pero yun talaga yung reality. So di ba parang dapat nga may royalty rin tayo dun. Joke lang.
Doon na ako papunta. So after that, we were fortunate enough, I was able to watch the Kalapana, nagpunta na rito, nag-concert na sila. Together with sino yung Kenny Rankin, si Kenny Rankin, ng back-to-back sila. So I was with my wife back then. Nanood kami ng Kalapana. And yun, nagulat ako kasi binanggit nila yung side A. Doon mismo sa show. Sinabi nila, we would like to thank side A for playing our songs and giving us a chance to be here. So nagsigawan yung mga tao. Pero hindi pa kami hindi pa kami nag-upisa, parang first record o second record pa lang kami. Third record, something like that. So yun, tapos nung nakapwesto kami sa isang gig, pumunta sila personally to thank us. So kasama si Kenny Rankin, kasama yung the whole band Kalapana. They went to our gig, a small place in Annapolis, Green Hills. Tapos doon, nagkwentuhan kami na gano'n. So yun lang. Experience na yun. Playing a cover song.
Surreal moments.
It is. But I was also wondering, since we also have two different types of musicians, we have Clara Benin, who is representing a lot of the new musicians, and I was wondering, do you share a lot of these same sentiments about being yourself and about trying to keep being on the right path? Yes.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with everything that they just said. I think there's a balance to it, like staying authentic to yourself, and also, when you have to share your music to others, syempre it has to be something. You also have to be relevant. Also, you have to stay relevant then with your sound. So yeah, that I agree. I think may balance talaga. Like for me, I remember when I was starting out, I would do a lot of covers when yung mga gig ko, tumutugtog ako mga covers. Tapos sumiksingit ako ng mga original songs, like in the middle of my set, and then just to see like how the audience would react to it. So yeah, there's definitely a balance. Until now, I learned to enjoy, performing covers and originals in my sets. So, yeah.
Yes, and your covers always have your own original spin, and your fans love seeing all of it. And right now, they're all on Facebook. Of course, always happy to see you, Clara.
Thank you. Thanks to everyone watching.
Okay, so
yung
yes,
ginawa
and
ni
of course,
Clara, yun yung ideal actually.
yes.
Yun yung
And we see
gusto
how proud
namin
your
gawin.
dad is.
Yeah.
I think that's the key, no? Yung sinabi ni Clara na balance, no? Kasi nga,
Yes.
minsan kasi pag masyado ka rin purist na, eto ko wala akong pakialam no? Baka mawala ka talaga sa scene, no? And so, you gotta really have a game plan if you really want to be successful in any field na call it compromise or whatever. Pero kailangan din yun Kailangan din na, balansehin mo yung you're trying to inject your own passion na hopefully tanggapin ng madla, di ba? So, with that, Clara, you're on the right track. So,
yes.
Kami mga cheerleader mo.
Cute.
Fanboys.
Fanboys.
The first fans. All right. So, it's time to talk about your upcoming show, Kalesa Take 2. So, we're very excited for that on Saturday. And we know now that it was prompted by a social media, by a Facebook post. So, can you tell us a little more about what's going to be happening on Saturday? Not too many spoilers.
Sige, Pinoy, ikaw muna.
Oo. We are very excited for this concert. Sabado na. So, buy your tickets now. It's very special to us kasi it's a really big step up from the first one that we did. Mahirap pero pero ang sarap ng ang sarap ng reward nung nakita namin yung produkto. Lalo na guest namin si Clara. And I never really knew na ganun siya kagaling until ito nakasama na namin. But I've seen her when she launched yung isang album niya sa 19 East. Yun, na fan na ako noon Wala nang question doon. But ano pa ba? Yeah, well, that's one. Yeah, Clara Benin with us. This is a 2-hour show, so mas mahaba siya from the first one. And we have 2 more guests. Si Ernie Severino, the current drummer of Side A. That's Tito Ernie for you.
Yes.
And a special participation of Morissette. Ayun. So, in short, kami yung nagmumurang kamatis. No, but we're very proud of this one. So, nod na kayo. I mean, get your tickets now.
You're, as us Gen Z would call it, the OGs.
Yeah.
You guys are the OGs. You're the originals.
Original, yeah.
So, yung ba? Ano ba yun?
Ano ba yung OG?
Hindi,
Oh,
saka
God.
with the lineup of songs that we're playing, kaya Kalesa siya, it's actually songs that we normally play during that time sa Kalesa, when we were in Kalesa. So these are actually parang personal choices ng mga tito mo from us na ito yung tugtugan na gusto namin dati. So I'm inviting, of course, yung mga fan ni Clara. I know I've listened to their kind of music. Pero actually marami kayong mapupulot dito sa mga kantang ito. And I know music has no beginning, has no end. Parang ano yan It's from God, so ganun din yan. Mathematics din ng music, di ba? Walang infinite ang numbers ng music. So marami kayong mapupulot din. And at the same time, sana magustuhan din ninyo. Ma-appreciate niyo yung songs from the past. Parang mga songs ng lolo namin na itong music nung araw. So dapat open.
Wala kayo sa lolo ko.
Frank Sinatra na. Parang gano'n. So kailangan open tayo sa lahat ng klase ng music. Music is music in itself. So hindi mo pwedeng ikahon.
Yes, and I think a lot of people are very excited for your revival. concert with a lot of people. Even like a lot of my relatives have been clamoring, and a lot of my friends have also said like, "Oh wow, they're getting together." And because our generation very my internet, so we like. If you notice, our generation actually likes a lot of older music because it's so much easier to access compared to how it was back then, where it's harder to get old music. So it's really cool that you guys are having this. And also, Clara, you will be joining them in that concert. Is there something we can expect from your performance coming? Yeah.
Yes, I'm really excited that I'll be performing with Side A. So yung set ko is gonna be a collaboration with Side A, and they put their own they put their own arrangement to the songs. So super exciting. It's something my fans will really enjoy, I bet, and everyone will. It's something I'm really looking forward to this Saturday. Yeah.
We're all looking forward. And I remember the last time you and your dad were here on New Wave, people were asking for a father-daughter collab. Is that something we can see? Are you allowed to say it yet?
Well, yeah, but then it is a father-daughter collab, I guess you can say, kasi well, it's side A. So yeah, I'll be performing with them.
Yeah, one thing that I think, aside from obviously meeting of generations, of our generation and Clara's generation, it just speaks na talagang music can cross anything, di ba? Sinasabi ni Naldi na music is music. Yun na siguro yun. No? But to be able to merge two generations and create something beautiful is what they can expect on the show. No, another thing too is since si Joey nga is such a prolific songwriter and arranger, marami rin siyang in-arrange na mga kanta namin sa first album, ni-rearrange niya na to the now sound or to the sound that we wanted. Ang ganda talaga. So they can expect that too, and this is not a spoiler dahil binanggit na namin to. Spoiler na siguro to. Joey will do a composer's version of the famous Forevermore, di ba? So, yun. First time itong mangyayari after 25 years na you'll hear his own version of the song Forevermore.
Wow. So there are so many things to look forward to on Saturday. And that's a reminder for the audience that we will be announcing the winners in about 5 minutes. So stay tuned
please
for
stay
that.
tuned. Yes. But yeah, I actually realized that since you guys are doing this concert again, I'm sure it's been a while since you guys have been able to really perform in live concerts. And I was wondering, as a touring band for how many years, like what do you guys miss most about performing live, and for it to go back to and for it to be online, like what do you guys miss most?
It's having a live audience.
Yung pinaka namimiss mo yung the action itself while you're playing. First and foremost, of course, playing side by side with the other musicians. Sa'yo. That's one communication na namimiss. And then yung palitan nyo ng conversation through music. Tapos from there, i-reflect mo ngayon doon sa audience na who's watching you at that moment, and then you get an initial response. Yun yung mga mamimiss mo talaga. Yung talagang interaction talaga, live interaction. Kita mo talaga kung appreciated o hindi or what.
For sure. Like, what I hear people saying is live interaction amongst both bandmates and between performer and audience. Like, it's really so different because even right, because like even as an audience member, it's so different seeing like your favorite artists performing through the screen versus on stage, where it's like, wow, they're there and we can interact. And then now on Zoom, there's a screen, but it's actually amazing that everyone's found a way to have shows like at a time like this. Like, it's really nice to see, and we're very excited for that. Okay, so before we announce the winners, let's end on a happy note. Everyone give one very fond side A memory. Oh no. Who wants to start? Tito Joey, you have the fastest internet. You have to start.
Oh no. Oh no. Fondest memory. Wow.
Anything like
Kayo ni
the
Kelly.
band?
Ay, kami ni Kelly.
LRT.
Siguro yes, when we were starting, we started in Calesa Bar, di ba? Nakakatuwa kasi sinaldi kinikwento niya kanina, we can just play anything that we want, di ba? Kasi we started in parang patay na araw. We were playing on Monday, Tuesday, di ba? Wala masyadong tao. Tapos we were playing, yun nakakatuwa. Fondest memory is siguro we were parang sala namin yung Calesa Bar. Parang minsan kasi walang tao eh. We were just playing, we were just jamming na parang hindi kami nagigig. And then right after we would go out katabi lang ng Calesa, there's a parang a small store there na doon kami nagka-hang out. Nakalimutan ko yung pangalan ng ano na ngayon, hotel na ngayon yun eh. Pero it's merong bilyara, tapos you can order anything, di ba? Minsan, 15-minute break, we would go there. Mabilisan lang. Tapos Quickie, oo. Tatawag namin Quickie. Ayan, yung mga masasayang, hindi ko makakalimutan. It's always fun. Every night, iba-iba, and it's always fun.
That's true. Yung ako rin nung coming from walang tao and then makikita mo umabot sa during weekends the place would overflow up to the lobby. So parang wow, medyo yun nga surreal yung pakiramdam. And while we're playing what we want. So it's really was a dream job, although it's really not a job kasi yun nga ginagawa namin yung gusto namin. So yun hindi na mabubura yun. And that's probably why we're here ulit ngayon.
For me sa akin, mahirap pumili ng one moment dahil I think the whole 3 years or whatever time we were in Calesa, ang ganda talaga nun as a whole experience eh. Yung mga ups and downs namin, yung mga tipong napatarang ka ng string, wala kang pampalit ng string, yung mga ganun. Na wala na, kailangan garahin mo na yung gitara dahil wala kang extra string, pero if there's one moment that I really treasure is now, na nagsama-sama kami uli. Dahil I want to savor the now, which is now,
Yes.
na kasama kami after, 30 plus years because honestly, it was never in my radar nung nilagay ko sa Facebook yung mga pictures dahil talagang natuwa lang ako. It brought back a lot of memories. Pinost ko siya. And biro mo, eto yung nangyari, di ba? To be able to tanggapin uli ng tao, after hiatus of I don't know how many years. Lalo na ako. Dahil sila Mars, sila Naldi, sila Pido, nagpatuloy sila talaga sa larangan ng musika. Pero ako talaga, wala. Katulad ni Joey, nakasukbit na lang yung mga gitara. Titingnan ko na lang sila eh. Parang enjoy ko lang tingnan yung mga gitara.
Bumibili ka pa rin ulit.
Ang hawak ko na pincel eh. Di ba? Brushes na hawak ko. So, this is the memory that I want to enjoy and savor. Na panoorin niyo po talaga ang Calesa second set sa September 11 dahil it will be aired. Ako rin, gulat ako. It is going to be aired all over. So, from Milan to Dubai to US to Canada sa Pilipinas. So, talagang excited kami.
We all
Ako
are.
naman,
Okay.
sa akin, yung hindi ko makakalimutan yung nag-eksperimento kami noon eh. So may times na magugulat na lang sila basta ako mag-uumpisa. Alam mo yun, mauuna ang drums, wala silang kaalam-alam kung anong song. Alam mo yun, nandun yung freedom namin. So nag-eksperimento ako tapos tatanungin nila ako, ano yan? Kahit ano. Alam mo yun? So, pero tatakbo yung pyesa, alam mo yun, yun maganda sa amin dahil kahit ano, yun nga, kahit ano, pero tutunog siya, alam mo yun, tatakbo hanggang sa magkakaroon pa rin siya ng kwento dahil nag-i-improvise kasi kami lahat kaya yun ang maganda doon. Hindi kami bastang yung plakado lang na hanggang stricto lang sa kung ano yung form. Kami hindi, kumawala kami sa form. Kaya yun yung nakakatuwa na sa amin lahat. At yun yung hindi ko makakalimutan dahil sa side A ko lang nagawa yun.
Daring.
How about you, Sir Rinaldi?
Ako yung mga siguro yung instances na may mga foreign acts na minsan doon nabubuk sa Hayat eh. Doon sila nakatira. So syempre, nandun kami gabi-gabi. So they go down and check out the hotel. Makikita nila may tugtugan, musiko sila. One example yung singer ng Fralipo, Lipi.
Oh, wow.
Fralipo,
Wow.
He went inside and he watched the band up to the point na jumam siya. So, yung mga ganun. And then, some other artists na nandun pala. Mga musicians na tingala namin and then we get to play with them right there on stage. Yung mga ganun klase. Plus, of course, yung the people that I met, yung mga nakilala ko during the time sa Calesa. Kasi, yung lugar na yun, sinasabi nila parang I don't know kung ano ba yun, they categorize the crowd. Parang AB daw yung crowd ng
Place to be ang tawag.
So, hotel kami.
Who's who?
Parang ganun.
Who's who?
Yung who's who na sinasabi nila. So, we get to meet a lot of them back then. So, up to now, naiisip ko pa rin kung sino sila. But for me to mention them, masyadong madami. So,
Of course, those are the core memories. Now, speaking of who's who are our winners? Our station manager just DM'd me the names. So our random comment picker was used to select from the comments. So everyone, the names will be flashed on screen. If the Facebook feed is still working, yes, it's still working. So the names will be flashed on screen and we will try to comment them as well. So everyone, are you ready? Our winners. We have 5 winners. Dina Lagasca, EJ De Los Reyes, Maria G. Santo Tomas, Sheila Marie Vicente, and Les Mendiola. Congratulations to our winners. Yay. So please send a DM to Radio Katipunan's Facebook page with your email address so we know where to send the tickets. Thank you so much for joining and congratulations again.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Congratulations, guys.
Okay, so it looks like our Wi-Fi is all dying. Everyone is frozen for me already. But we had a lot of fun today. It was nice getting to know Side and walking down memory lane. But Clara, you are not done yet. I'm giving you the last words. Invite everyone to see the show on Saturday.
Yes, I would like to invite everyone to watch our show, the Side A Redux second set, on September 11. That's on Saturday. And it's going to be, I think there are different time slots. Is that correct? So you can get your tickets on
Carlo Pacific.
Yes, carlopacific.com and ktx.ph. Tama? Tama yun?
Tama.
Yay.
Yeah, please do get your tickets. It's going to be a really fun, amazing show to watch with the entire family. Thank you.
Thank you. But before we thank you all properly...
Yes.
Okay, Austin is back. He disappeared for a bit. But before we thank you all properly and say goodbye, we have a few people we need to thank first.
Yes, so before we like to thank our guests, this has been New Wave, and we'd love to thank James for always handling our broadcast, and of course, Sir Justin for always having our backs.
To our audience members, thank you once again for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you all next time. So please join us on our next episode on September 15, where we will be catching up with award-winning singer-songwriter Mr. Thyro Alfaro.
Don't miss out. Follow us on Instagram at newwave.rk to stay updated. Catch the replay on Radio Katipunan 87.9's FM page, Facebook page, YouTube, and Twitter Live. All go by which? Radio Katipunan.
But most of all, thank you to our wonderful guests, Mr. Naldi Gonzalez, Mr. Pidola Limarmo. Advanced happy birthday!
Thank you.
Mr. Rodel Gonzalez, Mr. Marty.
Advance happy birthday as well to Tito Rodel.
Oh, yes. Oh, advance happy birthday. Also, Tito Rodel. And of course,
Thank you.
Mr. Joey Benin and Clara. Thank you all so much for joining us. We're looking forward to your show on Saturday. So is there anything else you'd like to say to close the day?
I just want to thank you, both of you, Austin and Maxine, for having us here. Please, everyone, buy your tickets now para siguradong manunood na lang kayo and you will enjoy. And you get to, we forgot to mention, you get to feed a family for 1 week if you buy a ticket. So, that's the cool thing about it. See you guys September 11. Don't forget.
Amazing. Also, shout out to the man behind the scenes, Mr. Lito Fugoso.
Oh, yes. Oo nga pala.
Sa Ateneo Batch 88. Salamat sa Ateneo Batch 88.
To Carlo Pacific.
Oh, I'd like to do a shout out also to Livon Kailaw, the current side A. Yung song niya na No More Tears, nominated sa PNPC Star Awards yan. Best
congrats, anak.
By
wow.
Nice.
Yes.
So, congrats, Livon.
Congrats.
All right. Well, guys, thank you so much. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us on this amazing episode. And I hope you guys had fun on this episode as much as we did. Hello.
You're still there.
Yes. So thank you guys. And this has been New Wave. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
This has been your midweek gang who's always ready to hang.
Oh, there we go.
I'm Max, and this has been New Wave. Thank you for being so patient with us, even if our Wi-Fi and connection wasn't. We'll see you all in the Side A show on Saturday and again next week for another episode of New Wave. We'll see you all. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, Maxine. Thank you, Austin.
Thank you, Maxine.
It's not bye for us yet. Let's take a picture.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
If it's entertainment you crave,
catch us on New Wave.
Surfing through the latest on our shores.
Every Wednesday from 5 to 6 p.m.
See you there.
Radyo Katipunan. News, insights, inspiration. Radyo Katipunan. Down from the hill and down to the world. Radyo Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle.